Greetings, all you Manics and Minds on our grinds, and welcome back to another installment of Manic Mondays. Today, I'm going to be briefly talking about the Cinders mod for Dark Souls 3. It took me a little while to get it to work because I'm apparently bad at installing certain mods in certain games, whatever. Anyway, I have not beaten it yet. I've gotten to about Irithel, so I beat High Lord Wolnir. That's where I am. So, why did I decide to install this mod even though I did an entire video of why I'm burned out on Dark Souls? Is because it revitalized my love for Dark Souls 3. It's fresh but familiar. It's like, I don't know, I can't really describe it other than it's fresh, but it's familiar. That's kind of all I can say about it. So, there are new classes, new weapons, new spells, new everything. It's a complete overhaul of Dark Souls 3. Even the progression system can be a little bit different if you so choose. Like, you can go to Archdragon Peak pretty early if you really want to, but don't do that. Don't do that. That is bad news because Archdragon Peak, yeah, it's not fun at low levels. Trust me, I've tried it. It's not fun at all. You get one shot by everything. And it appears that enemies, well, especially bosses, have more HP than normal. So, my build is a faith build because it's my favorite kind of build. I love faith builds, especially strength faith builds. I think they're very versatile, very powerful, and very fun. Yes, faith is strong. Don't let anyone say that faith builds are not strong in Dark Souls 3 because they are. Ever heard of a 2,000 plus damage Sunlight Spear to the face that you can't get out of because Perseverance buff? And poise casting? Yeah, one shot. Basically any phantom. Basically anything in PvP. In PvE, lightning is a little bit broken because basically everything is weak to lightning except for Dragon Slayer armor and also the Nameless King. Nameless King is weak to dark, by the way. Tip for you. He's very weak to dark. And magic. And he doesn't like fire too much. So a pyromancer is literally his worst nightmare. So, anyway, I have the Dragon Slayer axe with a holy gem, or a blessed gem, as it was called previously. Now it's called a holy gem. Giving me health regen, high scaling and faith. I would have put a lightning gem on the lightning axe, but I didn't have one. And I'm also using the Sunlight Talisman, which is my favorite talisman, and it's a talisman that you get really early in the game, and it's like one of the strongest talismans in the game for the spell buff that it gives. Right next to the Yorshkish chime, and you don't have to kill an innocent NPC for it. Win-win. Anyway, I was so stoked when I found Lightning Arrow because Lightning Arrow is the most spammable shit in existence. Also, your FP regens pretty damn fast. You don't really need FP flasks, which is very helpful if, you need the extra healing. I also have health regen on this build. Of course I do, because faith builds are very, very good for staying alive and curing ailments and also dealing a truck worth of damage. But anyway, when I really found out when how much more HP that the enemies have when I fought the Abyss Watchers. Now, normally, if you have a Dragon Slayer axe on a faith build and have it built so it has good scaling with faith and also lightning miracles, if you somehow get all that, first off, you're twinking, and second off, the Abyss Watchers get melted super, super fast. It's actually laughable how fast the Abyss Watchers get melted like that. But when I fought the Abyss Watchers, you can see in the background, they aren't taking a fuck ton of damage from my axe or my miracles. They take decent damage because they are weak to lightning, but they're not like getting absolutely ass blasted. And I was like, oh, they're tougher. That doesn't change anything because I still beat them in my first try solo. Abyss Watchers are not that hard of a fight. I actually really enjoy the boss. It's a good boss. And then I got the High Lord Wolnir. He confused me because normally your goal is to break his bracelets, right? You break the bracelets. You can do that really quick because they're weak to lightning, because of course they are. I don't know why everything except for 2 bosses are very, very weak to lightning. It's kind of strange. You'd think that From Software would be like, hey, wait a minute. Let's not make every single thing in this game weak to lightning because that's a bit broken. No, 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 no. Let's do the exact opposite. Anyway, I did die because I was stupid, but I figured out that I can just hang in the background and snipe the dude in his big old skelly face with lightning arrows. And it does reasonable damage. I don't know why they changed up the boss like this to make it longer. I don't know. I never really liked the Wolnir. I thought he looked cool, and he's got them fat vape clouds that will fuck your day, but I don't think he's a very good boss. I mean, right after Abyss Watchers, which are a fantastic boss, you're left with Big Skelly Boy. I'd rather go fight Pointy Hats again, because the Pointy Hat anime dudes, the Edgelords, are actually a threat, and they're actually a very good boss. Wolnir, nah, he's not that great. He summons minions, he has dank vape clouds, and he doesn't do much. He swings his arms around and has a big old sword, but it's all super easily dodgeable. Anyway, another boss that I found out that, didn't have a lot, that had way more HP or defense, was Crystal Sage. Crystal Sage, Faith builds melt that bitch. Faith builds, in fact, melt a lot of PvE, in fact. But not the case here. I don't know if I recorded it. I probably did. I will know when I go over the footage. Either case, so far, even though I'm only 4.5, 5 hours into it, now typically I'd be basically done with a run at this time because I've gotten so good at the vanilla Dark Souls 3 that I can blast through this game pretty quick. Not speedrunners level. I'm not NEMS. So yeah, I was also looking around a lot because there's all new items, different items in different spots. You can't get like plus 10 Estus flasks before Abyss Watchers, and everything feels better, but it also feels like you really need to look more and you get more reward for exploration. Also, something I found out that kind of infuriated me, my Dragon Slayer axe, after putting the holy gem on it, needed Twinkling Titanite. You know how rare Twinkling Titanite is? Until you get to Art Dragon Peak? Pretty rare. Pretty fucking rare. And I've been running with a +3 Dragon Slayer axe for a while, and a +1 Sunlight Talisman. Or is it +2 now? I think it's +2. Yes, it's +2. Because I can't find normal Titanite. Wow, I can't find Titanite shards. I have the large shards all over the place. I'll find them eventually. I haven't gone down to Smoldering Lake yet. Maybe they're down there. But like I said, it is basically like playing the game from anew, but with the same memories that you've had from playing the game previously. It's a fresh new experience, and I definitely recommend this mod, even though I've only have 5 hours into the mod itself. I haven't even done any of the DLCs. I have a feeling the DLCs are going to be bad. I'm not looking forward to Sister Frida. Please have mercy on my soul, Sister Frida. I know you are a strong, independent woman, but you need to chill the fuck out. She drank all the Kool-Aid jammers and cannot just calm down. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on the Cinders mod. I'd be doing a series on it, but I feel like just the progression of the game, I would be recording for an hour and a half each time, and I do not want to do that anymore. I know that sounds really crazy to do. Like, why wouldn't you want to record for a while? You just cut a lot of it out. I got burned out doing that because of Subnautica, and I'm not doing that again. Because Subnautica, if you're new to the channel, some episodes of Subnautica, the full release, I was recording for 4.5 hours every day. Every day. No. Not doing that. Not doing that. Either case, Cinders Mod is fantastic. Definitely recommend it. Look it up on Nexus Mods. And It's also cool to see some Bloodborne weapons in the game, like the church pick and the Kirk hammer. I love the Kirk hammer in Bloodborne. A lot of fun. I mean, I prefer the saw spear or the burial blade. Yes, I was a skill. I used. I'm a skill user in Bloodborne. Don't hate me, but I typically upgrade skill more than strength. At least I'm not a blood tinge build. At least I don't do blood tinge builds, right? Right? Thank God for the Dark Souls modding community. They have revitalized my love for Dark Souls 3. It is my favorite Souls game. It's the best Souls game, and it sure as hell is the hardest Souls game, and it is the most rewarding to play. And it just feels so good to play. I mean, unless you're doing PvP, I don't really like the PvP too much. So that does it for this episode of Manic Mondays. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.